Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And I'm feeling spooky, baby.
I'm Sean Rollins.
And I'm Remington Chase.
All right, Remington, it's our favorite time of year.
It's October, baby.
Yep.
I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm energetic.
Excited to really delve into the things that scare us the most, aren't we, Rem?
I don't like it when you start that way. I feel like every October, I hope for spooky horror.
Right.
And then you give me personal horror, which is not obviously what I'm after. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to be scared. And you're like, you should be, bitch. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, hey, Rem, that's what we call playing the algorithm, you gotta, people tune in thinking, oh man, it's Halloween, time for some spooky episodes, but hey, what's this? That doesn't sound like the name of a spooky anime. I wonder what they're talking about. And truly, the twist is the raw horror that you yourself experience, Rem.
All right, what the fuck we doing this week?
Rem, we're doing a horror anime this week.
Okay, you're playing with my heart.
I gotta look, man. It's the season of trick or treat.
You're batting me around like your yarn.
What can I say? Just because I happen to be a little cat boy on the internet doesn't mean I am completely divorced from that aspect of my life. All
right, thank God. What is it? What is it? Let's get spooky, baby.
Okay, Remington. Tell me, what is one of your least favorite genres of horror?
One of my least favorite genres of horror.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. See, there's a handful. I think that bland gore fests and cliche supernatural are both on there.
Okay. So basically the kind of show where you watch it and it's like, okay, so the scary thing here is the brutality, but that's it. Like, it's empty and vapid otherwise.
Yeah. I like it to have at least a couple layers.
Couple bit of layers. Okay. Well, I got great news for you, Rem.
Yeah.
Because today, the anime that we're going to be covering is not a mindless splatterfest.
All right, cool.
Not completely. Because today, Rem, we're going to be talking about one of our favorite themes that, unfortunately, in a lot of modern renditions, kind of got a little overblown.
Okay.
And that's, of course, zombies, Rem.
Yeah. All right, we're throwing back to the 2000s,
mm-hmm.
Late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah, where zombies were fucking everywhere.
Oh, yeah, there was the craze.
Yeah, which, appropriate, because that's kind of their thing. But man, did we get a lot of conflicting zombie media.
Yeah, there was so much.
Right, but thankfully, with recent times, every time something new that is zombie-related comes out, I'm usually pretty thrilled because a lot of times they're aware of the dime a dozen zombie films that were coming out in previous years. And we had The Walking Dead on season for God knows how many years. I don't even know if it's still running or not.
Oh, Jesus. Remember when Walking Dead was one of the earliest, it was one of the front runners of proper prestige television, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where it was starting to internet has now become sufficiently popular. Some TV series are trying to be movies more or less, and it helped push that forward along with Breaking Bad, and it's very clear which one won that battle.
Yes, it is. Which, didn't they air on the same channel? Am I misremembering that?
Oh yeah.
It was an AMC show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Walking Dead has some great episodes, and I think the first season was pretty solid. But, apparently it had 11 seasons, Rem. Walking Dead had 11 seasons.
And especially with the show that you're, trying to keep up tension, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's real difficult to do for 11 seasons.
Yeah, because the whole premise of like what a good zombie show is about the people that are alive during it, right?
Yeah.
Because the zombies are more of a like you could treat it as like a natural disaster rather than like an active like conscious threat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the idea, the appeal of a zombie film is, of course, the living people, how they react, what they do in these extreme circumstances. You know, that's
why today we're watching Psalm 100.
God, wouldn't that be great if I just had you finish Psalm 100? I mean, it's a great fucking show. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Not the spookiest, but pretty decent.
Yeah. But no, Rem, that's not what we're doing today. Today, instead, we're going to be...
It's The Walking Dead.
Well, kind of.
Oh, no.
I mean, it depends on your perspective, really, Rem.
All right, what is it?
Okay, Rem. Today, we are going to be watching a very simple anime titled High School of the Dead.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It doesn't get much more straightforward than that.
All right, so I'm gonna guess they're all dead.
No, Rem. That was a different show we did.
It's gonna be they're almost all dead except for one student who his papers got mixed up, and so now he's at the dead school.
I feel like you're bringing up past trauma, Rem. I feel like
that's how anime works.
I feel like that is quite literally just Rosario Vampire, but zombies instead. When I think there was a zombie in Rosario Vampire, if I remember correctly.
Oh, almost certainly.
Yeah, like, I mean, they had every other monster trope, so why not? And, of course, there was also, like, the vastly superior Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, which you actually had positive things to say about that. It did the premise way better, essentially.
Sure.
But no, it's not one of those, Rem. It's not a surprise twist. Oh no, they were dead the whole time, because we've covered a show like that. It's not human at zombie school, because we've done that before as well. No, this is as straightforward as it gets, Rem. And really, it's going to be up to you to really break down what makes a good zombie film, or show in this case, and whether or not that this show qualifies, because it's
gonna be like fucking high school drama or nonsense, maybe with shonen elements. I don't buy that this is gonna be horror. I just don't buy it. It might be spooky, and I'm hoping to at least get that, but I'm so skeptical that it's actually horror.
I mean, Rem, it's filled with zombies.
So fucking what? So was the goddamn Idol anime from years ago.
I love that show. That show's great.
But it wasn't horror. It was certainly not horror.
No, it was very much a idol comedy show, which, you know what, I also get behind. Like, it was a great show.
Zombies are just a few steps removed from, like, mummies in how, yeah, technically they're spooky, but it's mostly done in a friendly or funny way. They're not quite to the degree of Mummy, who's been, like, completely neutered, but it's pretty close.
Okay. Well, basic premise of the show. I didn't think I needed to explain it, but I'll alleviate some of your concerns. It's about our two main characters, right?
Oh wait, is it about a high school that learns how to fight zombies? Is that the angle?
I mean, more or less, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I understand
like,
everything now.
Not in like a Harry Potter shonen school type of thing, but it's about our two main characters, Takashi and Rei, our two main dudes.
Want to hear my hot take?
What's that?
My hot take? It should just be those two characters. I want two characters trapped in a high school, trying to fend off against the endless hordes of zombies, and they're gradually driving each other insane, because while they're friendly in a lot of moments, all those little things they fucking build up. And then I want the lighthouse. I want to watch the lighthouse again. I want to see Pattinson and Defoe. I want them to star in this show. I want them to be the characters. That's what I want, Sean.
I mean, I do have an anime where Robert Pattinson was the voice of one of the main characters. Like, if you want me to get that for you, I can. It's not horror per se, but like,
shame.
But I do have Robert Pattinson in an anime. If that's what you want.
I didn't know he did voice acting.
Neither did I until he did this role. Which honestly, cool. God, so I want actors to respect voice acting more, so that we stop getting bad voice actors for animated films.
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson is a very good actor, so
he's incredible. Once again, man, I just want to watch The Lighthouse now. It's so good.
You're fond of me, lobster.
Lighthouse is very good. But alas, that's not what we're doing. Basic premise is these two.
Look, well, we have an editor. We could just cut out all of this, right? And say, surprise, weebs. We're done covering anime. We have the power. We're full ass humans. We have autonomy.
Well, unless look, man, like it's not really in my power to make us watch The Lighthouse because it's pretty far from anime. That's more of a like you pulling a surprise April Fool's thing. It's like Happy Halloween, Sean. Here's a great movie that I've wanted you to watch for ages, but you never got around to because you were busy watching too much anime. Because God, it's so high on my list of things I need to watch, but I just haven't had the time. But so that ball's in your court, I'm afraid, Rem. Unfortunately, that's not the case. No, it's about our two main characters and the people they find along the way, trying to survive in a Tokyo that has been overrun with zombies. They're trying to find their family to see if they survived and also try and figure out what the hell is going on with all these dead rising. It's your standard zombie plot, right?
Yeah.
So, it is classified as a horror. It's got a lot of violence and action in it. There are zombies everywhere. And, we're starting off Halloween with a zombie show. Like, I don't know how I can make it more straightforward for you.
You know what I'm realizing?
What's that, Rem?
I feel like zombies were the West's isekai. Hear me out.
As in the sawdust of Western media?
Well, yeah, churning it out. It's basically all the same with slightly different flavors. But what it really amounts to is, hey, audience, imagine if you were in this scenario. Wouldn't that be crazy and kind of neat? Think about what you would do. Oh, man. And yeah, it follows along with a similar time. Obviously, isekai a little bit later and a little bit longer afterwards, but still, it seems to make sense in my brain.
Yeah, no, I can see the comparison, and I understand.
I think that it was produced, marketed, and enjoyed for a lot of the same reasons.
Mm-hmm. Which is why we had so much fatigue in like the 2010s and in late 2000s.
Yeah.
But hey, this isn't a Western produced show, so.
So now it can be a zombie isekai.
No, that's a different show, Rem.
Oh, I see. Of course.
Yeah, sorry. You made the comparison, but there is definitely a zombie isekai out there.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be.
Even ReZero kind of counts if you consider a zombie just somebody who comes back from the dead. But yeah, all right. So I think let's just get straight into it. You know what a zombie show is about. You know what makes one good. And we're going to find out if this show stands up to that test of a good zombie flick. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. Let's go watch some High School of the Dead. And we are back after watching the first 5 episodes of the 2010 summer anime High School of the Dead. The highly requested by Remington horror anime to start off this spooky season, and definitely nothing catastrophic happened to me in between the recording of the first half of this episode and the second half. Ignore how I sound, please.
Hey, something catastrophic happened to me between recording the first and second half too.
Well, yeah, that.
So
that was expected. Like, I don't know why you thought like. It's rare for bad things to happen to me, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Sean?
Yeah, what's up, Rem?
Why do you hate the spooky season?
I don't hate the spooky season. You asked for a horror anime, and I gave you a horror anime.
This is horror, if it shows up on any of the tags, has like 4th billing at most.
Second, actually.
That's false. That's a lie. They're deceiving you.
Yeah,
Sean.
no. Fifth billing is ecchi. So it's the most minor.
Oh.
It's the most minor tag on the list.
Yeah. I can't help but think that that's not quite the correct order of operations.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, look, man, I just gave you what you wanted. All right, you asked for something that had horror listed as one of the main themes, and I gave you a zombie apocalypse show. Is that not like a staple of the horror genre?
Being a staple of the horror genre doesn't make something horror. You're like, oh man, just like Myers and his kitchen knife. That's why we're going to be watching Kitchen Nightmares. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not how that works. Oh, but it has the word nightmare. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, though. That doesn't make it horror.
Have you actually watched Kitchen Nightmares? That shit is horror. Before I ever watched an episode, I was like, that Gordon Ramsay guy, he over-exaggerates. No. Every single one of those restaurants he's gone into, fucking nightmares of the most horrific quality. If anything, it's more horror than this show.
Yes. Nonetheless, I want to enjoy the spooky season. I want to watch horror media. But you get in your own way. You're so focused on punishing me, hurting me during spooky season that you can't help yourself. And we could be having a great time talking all about spooky, creepy nonsense, and it'd be a delightful little romp around, right? But instead, here we are talking about High School of the Dead.
Interesting. I'm going to write some of this down because of some of the things you've put me through recently. Time is a little wibbly wobbly. I'm going to write that down so I remember those words you said.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sean. I don't put you through anything for at least 2 more months.
Yeah. Because time is a flat circle, my friend.
So let's jump into it. Within 2 minutes, we get the unholy trinity, Sean.
Yeah.
We get terrible CGI, jiggle physics, and panty shots.
Correct, yes.
And those are really the driving forces. Those 3 are the driving forces of this show, which is not a good indication. Some students running from zombies. Oh no, and then we get a flashback to what's happened earlier in the day. We learned that our protagonist, Takashi, he and a girl broke up recently, and she then got with his best friend. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care about any of it. Especially because we're learning that none of that matters.
I see.
None of that. They're going to pretend like it matters a little bit. Let me assure you, it doesn't. All right? Because this girl, Ray, would have the same story arc if it is the case they broke up and she got with the best friend. It'd be the same story arc if she was a rando that Takashi saved on the street. It would be the same if she was a classmate he had been fawning over for years. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because the women, they're here for one purpose. They exist for one purpose. And, that is the sexual gratification of the male gaze. The reason why real women exist, or so I'm told by creeps online.
Which is also the opinion that we do not have here. We should clarify.
So there's a little breakup happens. Oh, then zombie starts attacking. Takashi runs. He sees it first, and he just warns his friends. Just his friends. Fuck everybody else, I guess. He doesn't really care about them. But he warns his friends and his ex. His ex is like, what are you talking about? So he smacks the shit out of her. I understand why they broke up.
Yeah.
It genuinely is, hey, we need to get out now. And she's like, what? And then he smacks her.
Yeah.
It is, there's not build up really to it.
No.
It just happens.
Yeah.
So there's an announcement that's like, hey, shit's fucked. And the students all start panicking and freaking out. We see that the zombies are especially attracted to girls' boobs. Here's some issues.
Okay.
On the copious list of issues with the show, Sean.
I mean, I already take issue with that statement, but, let's add some more.
Sean?
Yeah.
When you're designing some horny-ass anime, right? You're creating an ecchi.
Yep.
Why? Why would you decide to do zombies in your ecchi? Why did you think, oh, yeah, you know what'll really help me get my rocks off? Necrotic flesh. Ooh, yes. I love bodily disintegration. Oh, man. Oh, when the little maggots are crawling through. Ooh, touch my ghibli bits. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how people function. It is, we have evolved to find such things as decaying and rotting putrid corpses as disgusting. Inherently so. And so it doesn't set the mood, all right? It just doesn't.
No.
And you know what else shouldn't set the mood? The zombies are largely a tool to just sexually assault the women of this show, often just random women.
Correct, yes.
And that's already like a bit rough, but it's done specifically so that it can look at the audience and be like, oh, wow, look at this. Which is, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Why? Why is that the choice you've decided to make? Like, I've criticized so many horny shows.
Yep.
But some of them I'm at least like, hey, if you're here to be horny, I get it. Okay, sure. This is the case where I'm like, why? Why have you done this? Clearly the only audience you care about is the horny audience. And I feel like you're fucking that up. I feel like you're being real weird about that side of things. So the zombies start swarming all over. And you might think, oh, well, the other side of this is the action, right? The action as they fight the zombies. Then why, in every action scene, it's not focused on, wow, look at this really creative and action-packed choreography. It's, oh, wow, look, when they move that way, they show their panties. Oh, let's have the camera zoom in on their boobs as they fight. Genuinely, during the fights, they could not give less of a fuck about the fight itself. The fights are just also an excuse to show off the women.
Yeah, correct, Reb.
Oh, God. So, this is just episode 1. We have Takashi, and it ends with Takashi, Rei, and the best friend running to the roof, escaping, blocking it off. The best friend was bit and is like, I want to die with some dignity. And Rei is like, no. Because Rei's the only quality she has is that she's kind of a bitch.
Correct, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We have a bland bitch in Takashi, and we have bitch in Rei.
Yes.
Best friend dies transformed, and then Takashi immediately kills him. Here we go. Episode 2, we meet our ensemble cast. I don't give a shit about any of them. I don't give a shit about any of the characters. There's an ensemble cast. That's all you need to know. One of them comes with sound effects.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, guys. One of them has big boobs. I mean, all of them have big boobs, but one of them has bigger boobs. And so anytime she moves at all, they add boing sound effects.
Correct.
And it'll be like, the zombies are coming. Oh God, we need to get out of here fast. Boing. What the hell are they doing? What's the goal here? What tone? Because, okay, maybe you're also trying to do some comedy in there. That's not working. They definitely tried to do drama. God, there's so much corny, melodramatic dialogue. These characters talk to each other in such an artificial way. It's insane. But that falls apart. It's a mess from top to bottom. No matter what genre you try to put it in, I tell you what, it is trash. We also, multiple characters will have conversations right next to zombies, and then later it's revealed, oh, the zombies are blind, they only react to sound, which is why we can have all of these numerous normal volume conversations around them, and they don't do anything. Like you watch something like The Last of Us, right? And it's like, yeah, we need to be hyper aware of this, and we'll make the audience hyper aware of this so that we can increase the tension and the stakes, and you know exactly how serious this is. You hear, or even like a fucking Quiet Place, you hear a little fucking sound, and you're like, oh shit, is it gonna go down? Did we get away with it? Meanwhile, here they're like, they only work with sound, but also only work with specific sounds that we feel like will actually cause them to come and kind of attack us. And that's it. Yeah, that kind of reduces the tension, bud, when you could just have full-ass conversations there. Eventually, all the groups join together, and we go into episode 3. The city is absolutely fucked. They are able to escape. They join in with a couple other rando students who do not matter, as well as the most obviously evil teacher, who then, if somehow you didn't know he was obviously evil just by the look of him, starts doing every evil mannerism in a very, like, if you've ever seen a weeb pretend to be an anime villain, right?
Yep.
That's, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm uncomfortable. That's what we see here. We see that exaggeration. We see that in all of its glory. It's real rough. It's real rough. They ride out and escape the school, which I don't know if that seems like a great idea. But then again, the zombies aren't really that threatening, so
yeah,
sure.
It's almost like the zombies were a complete afterthought.
Yeah, almost like they're hardly the focus in any meaningful way. Ray really doesn't like the creepy teacher. They probably have some backstory or something. And so she's like, I'm out. And of course, Takashi is like, cool, I will join you and we will both leave together. Episode 4, okay, for nearly half the episode, okay?
Okay.
For nearly half the episode, it's more or less just recapping the first 3 episodes, but now with Takashi's monologue over it. Genuinely for nearly 10 minutes. This is the focus. And you might think, oh, is it because he's maybe been like hiding something, and so now it's like a reveal for the audience, make you see those scenes in a new light? Nope. It is just telling you exactly what went down, and turns out it went down in the exact way you thought it went down. Turns out he felt the way you imagined he was feeling the whole time. It reminds me of, is it the original Blade Runner that had the shit monologues over it?
I mean, Blade Runner had some monologues, but like not anywhere near as like cringe-inducing as these.
I don't know, there were some cringe ones, like when he's saved and they like the normal one cuts out the cool stuff and it's just like, I don't know why he saved me that day, and bullshit like that. It gave kind of that where it's just like, what are we doing here? Also, so by the time we actually get into things happening, Ray and Takashi, they need to get some gas. They are able to get a bike, and we see a rarity. A darker skinned man shows up.
Yep.
And he turns out he's a rapist and a thug. So, holy shit, Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna leave that there. They defeat him and continue on, and they end up in episode 5, they save their friends, and then they all leave together. Also, in episodes 4 and 5, we see a little bit more about the creepy teacher, and it's very obvious that he's definitely like a pedo teacher, dealio. He's grooming these kids and grooming these girls. And you know, that obviously that's villainous, but I don't unfortunately think that this show can rightfully criticize him.
No. Because
even as it's showing the grooming, it's like looking over at the audience and being like, oh, how scandalous, right? And it's like, that's not the proper response to that. Those aren't the feelings you should be trying to evoke with a scene like that.
Yeah.
Right? You shouldn't be like, oh, a teacher taking advantage of literal children. Isn't that a little bit sexy? No, it's not. And it's real weird that you think it is. This is a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. Obviously, it's only focused on the ecchi elements. It does the ecchi elements poorly. It staples your most generic zombie trash over it without anything novel, any originality to it. It is a harem zombie show. That's it. All right? And who gives a fuck? It doesn't push anything forward. It doesn't say anything new. It doesn't try anything new. It is so bland and milquetoast when it isn't being actively offensive to the senses and sensibilities. This is all. What a terrible way for October to begin, but also just to continue.
Look, time is a weird soup in a lot of ways. But Rem, would you believe me if I told you that this is one of the most requested shows we've ever gotten?
No, of course it is. Of course.
And I'll tell you right now, Rem, not a single person who requested this thinks this is a good show.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yeah. There's some reason.
Yeah, no. They specifically, like, most of them wanted me to get you through at least to episode 8, which I didn't think was necessary. There's only one reason they wanted me to get you to episode 8, Rem.
And I know this reason because I haven't been able to avoid it.
Yeah. And that's the hypersonic bullet dodging titties.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure you've sent me a GIF of before.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Because it is the most memorable thing from the show with how incredibly stupid it is. And it's not worth watching 8 episodes to get to.
You see moments like that where titties have a mind of their own and are able to dodge bullets. And I think your first thought might be, what an over-the-top ridiculous show. It must be obviously stupid and horny, but maybe some campy fun. Nope, not that.
Nowhere near, no.
That would lead you astray. It is so boring, and maybe if it was like stupid and campy in a more active way, then it would be slightly less bad. It's hard to make up for everything it does wrong, but that would at least slightly push it in the right direction. As it stands, no, it's a fucking mess. It made me suffer. I'm having a rough go of things in October. Well, between this and the shit Dylan showed me last week, which was also like quote unquote horror.
Hey, I had no control over what Dylan did to you. All right, that's not on me. That's entirely on him. Like, when he told me that he had to pivot last minute because he nearly showed you straight up hentai, I was like, Dear
he did
God.
almost show me. My favorite part about that, right? Other than the fact that thankfully he did not show me hentai.
Yeah.
My favorite part is he was like, oh, thank goodness I skimmed and saw a few things and realized that it was hentai before showing it to you. He didn't need to skim through the clip because the only source he was able to find was from a hentai website labeled, hey, only hentai.com. It was not subtle. It was not subtle about it. And I'm glad he noticed. But boy, oh boy, he should have noticed sooner.
Yeah, no, it was, I was a little, you could say I was a little out of it when I had him do that episode. And so when he told me that, I was like, I must have gotten the extra strong cough medicine. I must have misheard him. I'm gonna go take a nap now. It was, because surely not. And it's almost like watching the shows you're gonna show somebody else is kind of important to the format. Surely anybody who hosts this show does that, yeah, Rem?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, I can stand by that statement for a couple more months.
Oh, yes, and nothing in the past has said otherwise, yeah?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, then, Rem, I suppose my question for you is, any guesses on what the MAL score for this show is?
Oh, fuck.
Yep, and hey,
all right.
I got some great news for you. The manga got canceled, so there's never going to be any more of it. I mean, granted, it got canceled because the author died, but that's,
Oh my God! All right. Well, now you wait for me to say good before I
well, hey,
before dropping that bombshell.
I was going to get to it, but you were so fast on your good response. Like, I told you as soon as I could, really.
Okay, well, it's obviously trash, and it seems like most weebs kind of know that it's trash, but most weebs now know that it's trash. This was during the dark times.
Yeah,
all right?
2010 is when this aired.
2010.
And the original
Weebs-
manga was written in 2006.
Weebs were so eager for all slop in 2010. They haven't become much more discerning, but like a little bit more discerning. I think it's gonna be. Is it going to be a 6 point something? I wish it was. The fact that it's 2010 makes me skeptical of that fact. I'm gonna say 7.01.
7.01. Well, Rem, with well, hey, don't be too shocked by this number. With 950,000 ratings,
Don't do this to me.
High School of the Dead is sitting nice and pretty at 7.07.
Oh, there we go. All right.
And
I don't get dopamine from this episode, but I get a little bit of dopamine from getting close.
yeah, this might crash a little bit of your dopamine though, because when I look at the recent reviews page, in the past 9 hours, 50 people have posted a review of this show.
What are we doing as a society?
Well, Rob, it's one of those shows where it's like, oh man, it's the horror season. Want to watch a meme horror anime from 2010? Here you go. And it's one of those recommendations people are like, oh yeah, no, this will get you in the mood for the season.
I have
And
a genuine
everybody's
question.
Okay.
Have we ever covered a good horror anime?
Yeah.
We've covered horror that I enjoyed, but have we ever covered a good one?
Yeah, no. We've covered Another. That was one that was pretty solid. A little slow at the start, but it's pretty good. Had the great umbrella impaling scene. I don't know if you remember that.
I do not remember it at all, but I'll believe you.
Schoolgirl took an umbrella through the face. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Gakuen High School, which was the which we briefly talked about at the beginning, was the zombie anime that was all about perception and such, and you had a lot of good memories with it. A little bit less so by the end, but overall you were favorable of the opinion of the show. Let's see. There have been a handful. Higurashi is widely considered to be one of the best, but we only watched the first 4 episodes of it, and it was a show from 2006, so, your opinion was a little bit weighted on the negative side. But
do you notice that you very quickly began to struggle?
That's because most anime horror are dog shit. And
that's the problem.
Yeah. And asking me for horror and, like, the list of things that are straight up good is not a very big list. And Perfect Blue, that's a horror movie that we watched that was really good.
All right, Perfect Blue is fire. All right, I'll admit it. Absolute fire.
Yeah. But like by Akira, that's another one. It's just
anime only really do horror in movies, and then for some reason, anytime they try to do a series, they fuck it up massively.
Well, I will say that at the end of this month, the anime that we're going to be covering is a currently airing horror anime that's only going to have 4 episodes, and the first episode was incredibly happily received. So
hell yeah.
We'll have to see how that goes when all 4 episodes are released. But by and large, people have said that based on this first episode, it's a great movie. So spoiler alert, that's how we're going to end this Halloween season. But it's very much that is the most recent endeavor in the genre. And Rem, horror is a hard thing to do well in the best of times. And unfortunately, a lot of anime horror doesn't get the recognition and budget it needs to actually succeed in such a way.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it leans towards the action side of things, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just they don't emphasize the elements that horror fans like you and I properly enjoy, which is where things get a little bit sticky. It's a
damn shame.
But Rem, next week we'll delve into something that'll be more more controlled by you, I think. I think that'll definitely help with the decisions.
Okay.
So I guess the final question I need to ask you, Rem, would you want to never see High School of the Dead ever again?
I would like to never see it again.
Okay, there you go, Rem. There you go. You are paying attention. I'm proud of you. So with that in mind, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoy Remington starting out the season like so many weebs apparently have recently, gang, it's not that funny of a meme. I'm sorry, but it's not. But we've done it, so that means you gotta like the podcast. That's what the important part. But if you enjoyed these chaotic moments, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcast and give us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is not enough for you, twitch.tv/anime-out-of-context, where myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. And if that is still not enough for you, patreon.com/anime-out-of-context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including having the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. So, Rem, who are we thanking this week?
Well, as always, we would like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are shooting at our endlessly jiggling titties from miles away. And on that list, we have Xanax. You've never had real cheese till you've been to the Cheese Castle, Kenosha, Wisconsin, not Washington. That's when you lose your cheese ginity. Okay, I think we'd both be cheese gins then. We both have our cheese ginity.
I mean, if that's the only qualifier, then I suppose.
If that's the criteria, then yeah. Yandere Neko, Wonka Domain Expansion Inflation Porn, Wolfire 56, where's our DBZ review, you ginger fuck? When's the Bible out of context on Lot and His Daughters? Wes Kane. Welcome to Anime in Full and Complete Context, the show where we at AOC are proud members of the SOS Brigade. Watching Requiem for a Spoon Man at 0.5 speed. Utah number 1. Unhinged Prax. Totally Good. Titan CNH. The Susanator. The Flying Spaghetti Monster. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Ruinor Zoro as my navigator. The capybara thinks about her glorious blue-eyed king nonstop. His eyes are beautiful. Fuck you and Dylan. Dylan agreed with me.
Yeah.
Turban, Super Zoo, Stacy's mom. Sean wants to give Spoonman a thank and yank. Sean Chorem Kaguya-sama dubbed in My Life Is Yours. Sean's weekly Judy Hopps jar update. The jar is full. There is no more Judy Hopps. Sean, how do you feel?
I feel like I want to die for more than one reason now.
Sean thinks Conception is better than Dokapon Kingdom. Sean ruined my half sugar life when he took a spooky sex toy to the orphanage for fun. Sean can do these nuts. Sean called Spoonman's dick the everlasting gobstopper because he can suck on it forever. Seraphim the Shark plushie, Ross Balmer, Rhiannon Williams. Remington uses the gear crackers of liberation. Remington is right. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weeps from bad anime. Rem hit rock bottom is still on top of Sean. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. Regulatrion, Raptor King, Pro Tips Out of Context, the pellet with the poisons, the flagon with the dragon, the vessel with the pestle as the brew that is true. Professor Fox, Puckwell Musico, Oni Chi Chi 10 out of 10 Family Show. My favorite dinosaur is a Triceratops. Makeka 7 Hierto, Mark, make me fake mal account so I can rate Forest Fairy 5 10 out of 10. Macaroni Ichisa, Lucky Stars, the King of Moe. Link Joe Girl, Leonard 98. Kirito's Mega Schlong in Sean's Big Hole. King Ritrock, Cassidy, Jax, Jam Hands, Jake Dent. I'm the original guy that made you say cunt every week. The other guy's just a pretender. I'll never get more Ace of the Diamond Now I Cry. I will be on episode 341. I want to slather Dylan in baby oil. I can't believe I made an account for this. I'm not a number, I'm a free man. Hey Sean, want some fuck? Haha, gosh, Sean, paint some shapes on your face and there you have Hisoka. Glenn Michael Dolan? Fern the guy learning guitar by watching anime. Farmer Weeb wonders if Remington is the Spoon Man with Judy Hopps trapped Haley in the big hole. Just bringing all the references.
Yeah, just smash them all together.
Fantide, Eric McCorkle, Diddy Wonka's Baby Oil River, Diana Madrid, Derpixian Worshipper, Danielle Riot, Daddy Rem, tell me a bedtime story. Correction, Rem has a sexy Lopunny dressed as Wonka. Cheese Monkey, Chair the God, supports Rem in the dark times. Cat Girls, Best Girls, who give me them cute little paws. Brockhard for Geodudes, and I said that's disgusting, so I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Blake Star, Bendo Kajo. Been a while since I've changed my name on here, but I got a third 4.0, can't believe it. I'm also changing my major from funeral. AJ Tunnels, Aisha Gucci, a mighty piece of trash. A boy asked Misaka if there are any more like me at home, so Misaka answered, about 10,000. And now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Sean?
Oh God. Fuck. Right. I have to do that. They're going to get a zombie movie. Let's go with that. Yeah.
All right. We start with Willy Wonka's Wonky Willy.
You're going to get. Well, that's a stupid title, but all right. Hashtag alive.
Week 4, asking for a Darling in the Franxx review.
3 Hours Till Dead.
Umbrasite.
The Eighth Plague.
That Mouse Girl.
28 Days Later.
Tails and Kira wander through the tundra.
28 Weeks Later.
Spoonman the Aristocrat.
Apparently, there's another one. 28 Years Later.
That one's, I think, coming out.
Oh yeah, it's coming
year?
out next year.
Yeah. Silent Secondary.
The classic Abraham Lincoln versus zombies.
Sean, if you cosplay Ahsoka, then can I be your Gon?
Gross. Gross. I don't want to fight anybody. I really don't want to fight anybody. I would lose. Let's go with Alone.
Sean would show Rem exactly 6 episodes of Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant. It would be a wild episode.
Don't know about that. American Zombie.
Scourge, best $20 spent, LMAO.
Army of the Dead.
Sammy Kay loves the feel of the rusty spoon man against her salad fingers.
Not that one. That, just on principle, I'm not giving you that one. Apparently there's one called The Battery.
Roscop.
Beneath Still Waters.
Nightshade Blade is done gushing over magical girls.
Apparently there's one that is simply titled Big Tits Zombie.
God damn it. Mike.
I hope it's a movie, but, this list could be edited by anybody, so.
I suppose. Mike.
Black Swarm.
Miguel De Leon.
Blood of the Beast.
I summon the ultimate Exodia.
Bloodsuckers from Outer Space.
Hopping on the Monogatari train, because why not?
The Boneyard.
Diddy Wonka wants syrup on his chalky bar.
Bong of the Dead.
Crosskirk.
Burying the X. Yeesh.
Crimson Reapers just because of the sides.
Okay, look, you can't include the Cabin in the Woods on this plot considering it's just a periphery thing. But sure, you can have it. Cool. They're putting anything on this list, let me tell you.
Well, you could have looked up the best zombie movies of all time and said you just Googled the word zombie movies, and that's what you get.
Yeah, well, hey,
Carver 271.
I wanted to make sure I had enough options. Children shouldn't play with dead things.
Blood Cell, the one of many that rushes to Rem's lower half when he thinks of Gene Wilder's candy cane stashed in his pocket.
Cockneys versus zombies?
Beethoven 1201.
Let's go with The Crypt.
Bakemonogatari is not a Monster of the Week show, it's a Monster of 3 Weeks show.
Dark Harvest.
Anime Match of the Week, Mrs. Vampire is my roommate.
Dawn of the Dead.
Animated Z.
Day of the Dead.
And every day that Raven comes to visit.
Days of Darkness.
Allfather is... Allfather is writing BuzzFeed quizzes and wants suggestions on what they should be.
Decay.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where... oh god, it's just so generic. What can be done about this one? Sean, as Joey Wheeler, will give you a terrifying scenario where you're trapped by zombies, and I will tell you how you get out of it. We start with, Sean thinks humanity has declined, may be better suited to my tastes, and will show me that anime next week.
You are trapped in a candy store.
And you, along with Gene Wilder, you are going to take all of the candy that Willy Wonka has created and use them as weapons. Full Candyland arsenal, all right? You like the Predator, but with candy weapons. Rowdy-O.
Let's go with trampoline park.
What's gonna happen is you and a friend, you're gonna big bounce. Your friend is gonna big bounce you, and once you are so high in the air, you're gonna bring a bat down from 30 feet in the air and land on a zombie skull.
And then tear your knee apart.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we got Rem needs to watch Humanity Has Declined, if not just for the loaf of bread committing suicide.
You're going to, man, lucky you. You're going to be at the garden section of a Home Depot.
You are going to get a lawnmower and just literally mow them down. Next, we got Red Kumiko has decided to show the anime Humanity Has Declined instead of the Monogatari series.
Tragically, you're at an anime convention.
You're just gonna politely leave and let whatever happens happen.
Don't make me laugh, bitch.
Maybe Sean will show Rem humanity has declined instead of the Monogatari series. Chicken corpses and Ave Maria.
Fuck. Okay, you're going to... Man, your zombie situation is the DMV.
You're gonna wait politely in line, and then, when you're finally, after numerous hours at the front of the line, you'll kill the zombie.
Next, we got polite system.
Very polite system. I smell your breath, it makes me cry, you split me wide open, I'm gonna drip juices flow.
Jesus Christ. Fuck me running. You're going to have... You know what? What's more fun than a zombie situation at an amusement park, Disneyland specifically?
What you are going to do is, you're gonna strap a pair of zombies onto Small World and let nature take its course. Then we got I'm a regulation listener that used to listen to Face Jam, but now listen to 100% Eat Rare Kumiko.
Oh, fuck me. You're going to go... Man, zombie cruise.
You, along with Zach and Cody, are gonna team up and take down all of the zombies and throw them overboard. And then, last but not least, we got Hi Sean, Zoid's New Century is better than any Gundam.
Your zombie situation is gonna be, oh man, it's a good one. You're gonna be assailed by zombies while you are actively, and I mean actively, running a marathon.
I mean, just keep running, motherfucker. Just keep running. Pull a little Forrest Gump, all right?
Yeah, you needed the motivation to keep going. There you go, you have it.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can tweet out at AnimeConPod on Twitter or send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Touch my Ghibli bits.